Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It's Casual706 here, back with another Transformers unboxing / review. Today I have Transformers Titans Return, Vorath, and Mindwipe. Now, I was really excited about getting this toy. I was a big fan of the original version, so it'll be nice to have a properly articulated version of this toy. Now, as we see from the packaging, we got the toy there. We have him in his bat mode. And up here, there's an artistic depiction of his head popping off of the body for him. The head is actually Vorath for this. These are Headmaster toys. And on the back of the package, we see it's going to take 16 steps to transform him from his robot to bat mode and vice versa. Now, up in the top left-hand corner, there is a very small bio. The bio reads, "The Decepticons unite with Titan Master partners to power up for battle. Vorath gives Mindwipe control over other bots' central processors, making them servants that do his bidding." So basically he brainwashes other robots. He gets all in their head and discombobulates them. Alright, so since we took a look at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and open it up, take a look at the toy itself. Alright, so upon opening the toy, we get the usual stuff with the toy. We're going to get these cards that are on really thick stocks now, little collectible cards for the toys. And on the back it has a breakdown of his strength, speed, intelligence, and firepower. So those are the stats for that guy. And again, there's the artwork on that card. Alright, so I'm going to throw that off to the side. These, of course, are also coming packaged with instructions. They should be dual-sided to show how to change him from robot to bat and vice versa. Go ahead and fan those by the screen here real quick. That's one side. And here is the other side. Alright, so we're going to put them out of the way as well. This can be a blaster or a shield, I guess, if you want, that you can kind of stick on the side of the arm. There's a couple of tabs on here as well. There's a tab right there and a tab on the bottom. So I imagine you could put his little hand pistol in there to make like a blade, a three barrel blade gun thingamadoodle bobble. And you're also going to have that same option on the bottom because it's got a peg down here as well. So that's one way to display weapons. Alright, now as far as post on the character, he's got these side posts. So like I was saying, you could put that in there to do like as an extended claw. Or I guess you could spin it around the opposite way. You can also fold the claws in if you want to. So I guess it could be like a shoulder shield. And then the weapons are going to fit in either his little hand blaster or fit in either one of the hands. But let's fix our angle here. So there's also a hole up front here that's probably going to be something to display a weapon in his beast mode. Now, spin the character around, let you see he's got his bat backpack. So this other arm also has one of them pegs, so you could put the shield thing on the other side too. Alright, so I'm going to pull these off and put them out of the way real quick. Alright, so I'll break out the original version here to put them side by side. I don't actually have the Headmaster for the original version. I'm still on the hunt for that. But I figure I'd bring it out so I could kind of get a comparison. As we see, they're kind of sticking with the black and purple theme. This is a different type of purple here. And this one does have a lot more details to it as far as little trimmings and carvings throughout. The old toys were really simple, and lately the trademark phrase with these toys is, "Boy, we've come a long way." These are the simple guys we used to play with when we were kids, and now these are highly articulated remakes of these toys. So that's just kind of what you get as a comparison there. Let me turn them sideways, and we'll turn it around to the back. You see they keep the wings or whatever. The wings are facing up on this one. That would seem more proper to do. And we see they still got the little cockpit for the headmaster figure. So I'll turn it up. We'll go the other way. See the other side of this. And back to the front. Alright, so that's what you'll get there as far as a comparison. Very happy with the new remake. I think it looks a lot cooler than this one did. So, go ahead and tuck the G1 version off to the side. Alright, so articulation with this guy. The head will be able to spin around 360 degrees. At the shoulder joint here, there's a little ball. You'll be able to get 360 degrees out of the shoulder joint. There's also a bicep joint right here, which you'll be able to get 360 degrees out of. And there's also like a dual elbow, so you'll be able to play with that kinda. And the hand is going to have no articulation. Same scenario with the other arm. Shoulder will be able to come up, rotate around 360 degrees. The bicep will also again have that 360 degree swivel. And then there's like a dual jointed elbow that you'll be able to bend around. Hand on this side will have no articulation as well. The wings on the back of the figure will also, you can kind of flap them around, you know, for whatever you think looks the coolest in the robot mode. And this little chest plate is not going to open like the original G1 version. That used to open up to put the headmaster in there. And at the waist, if you move the head out of the way, you'll be able to get 360 degrees of swivel out of the abdomen waist section. Then down at the hip here, the hip will also rotate around 360 degrees. There's going to be a thigh joint right there that'll have 360 degrees of rotation. And of course, he'll also have a knee joint. Now his legs come really high up his thigh, so it's not like a properly proportioned knee joint at all, but it looks cool anyway. Other leg, same scenario, leg will raise up, swivel around 360. That thigh section will have a 360 degree rotation, and he'll also have that knee joint over there. Now these feet also have a little wiggle to them, so that'll help you out with posability. They only seem to go forward and backward though. There's no real side to side movement. Now, one thing I will say about this figure, most of the Titan Wars toys that I've been getting have had loose joints, so I'm pretty happy that this guy has some stiffer joints. Maybe Hasbro's doing a little bit better, or perhaps I just got some flawed toys before. So you can get some pretty cool poses out of this guy. So a lot more than you would have got with the original version, because they had stiff arms and stiff legs. So you can do some really cool stuff with this guy. Alright, so since we took a look at articulation, now we're on to the good part, the transformation. Alright, so the transformation, first thing that we would do is we would go ahead and pop off Vorath here, because it's just going to kind of be in the way for the figure. While I've got that off, I'll bring it up a little bit closer so you can take a look at the head itself there. And to transform them, you just flip them open. So, well, let me see if I can hold that better for you to see it. So, that's what you get for Vorath there. Now, there's no face paint or anything on the Vorath figure. It's pretty simple. They did really well with the head sculpt for Mindwipe, though. I think that looks pretty cool. But there's no paint whatsoever on the actual headmaster on Vorath here. I'm sure Takara will probably do a lot better on the paint job. So, but anyway, I went with the Hasbro version. So, alright, so that's what you got with Vorath. I'm going to tuck him off to the side real quick. We're going to do the transformation for this guy. Looks like the first thing that we'll do is I think we're going to go ahead and flip these these hands here. The hands are just going to flip back into the forearm. You're going to do the same with the other side here. Flip that back into the forearm. Then we are going to, looks like we're going to raise the arms all the way up. And then these are going to fold back here like that. That's what it says. And we can see there, that's one of the, that's the feet for the bat there. Let me pull this up a little bit here. Alright, so we've got those straight up and the arm things are back. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to swivel those around to the front here by swiveling that joint. We're going to swivel it around facing forward so that that's what you end up with there. Now, the arms are going to fold right on over onto themselves like this. I'm going to collapse them on each other. That's why the elbows were double jointed, so you're going to end up with that. The wings, they're on a little swivel joint here, so they're actually going to swivel forward, it looks like. Swivel that up front there. So you're going to end up with them in the front like that now. Now the legs, looks like we're going to rotate those around to the back side so that we're going to have it. Is that right? Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we're going to open up these little wings down here. You're going to pull those open like that. Pull that open like that. Just going to fan them out. Now the, let's see, since we got those all open. Alright, looks like we're going to swivel the waist section around like that. So you're going to end up with it in that positioning. Alright guys, sorry about the scenery change. Something came up, so I had to film the remainder of this video at a different location. So we're at this point where we've got his wings folded open, or his legs are open, showing his wings here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold these wings forward. Then the legs we're going to bring up like this. Bring him up like that. Now we're going to start trying to stand him into his bat mode here. We're going to open the legs all the way up. Just go ahead and fan them out there. And make sure these wings are coming forward like that. Then the legs are just going to come down back here. And there's a couple of little tabs right here. You're just going to fold the wings down like that, and if you can see right here, that little spot, that tab is just going to slide down into that. So you get it like that. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. You're going to bring that tab down right into here. I'm going to go ahead and tab that in right there. We got to make sure that these little waist leg joints here are straight. There we go. So we got those all straight. The wings come to the front there. Once all that's into place like that, you're going to bring the head up here, and the head will tab into the leg hip section. And then if these feet were facing forward, you're going to go ahead and put them to the back like that. So that's what you're going to get there in the bat mode. And then earlier I was talking about that little tab right there. This is in fact the tail for the bat mode. You'll stick the gun onto the little shield thing like that, fold this tab up, and then you just peg it in right here. So that will double as a tail for him in his bat mode. And it also gives a little kind of kickstand to keep him up there. Alright, and I was going to do a real quick comparison here with these guys side by side if I can. So we got these guys side by side, like that. Oop, this one's loose. Alright, so as you see, they kind of kept the brown scheme going on. We still got the purple, albeit a different shade with this one. It's a little bit different on the G1 version here. But you see they're very similar. Very similar, but there's a difference in articulation. Now, I don't know if I actually did the transformation right for this G1 version. Anybody watching, if I screwed up on that, feel free to leave that in the comments section as well. But I always figured the legs just kind of folded up on the back there to hide, like that. I didn't actually have the toy when I was younger, so that's what you get with those guys. Alright, tuck that off to the side. And let's look at that one more time. Oh yeah, and this little mouth thing moves too, so you can see all his little silver teeth there. So that's a nice little addition to be able to have that to move if you want. So spin around here. Let's take a look. So, all things considered, very happy with the latest addition to my collection. And I guess this would conclude the video for this. So if you guys like the video, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thanks again for the view, guys. Casual706 out.